Hey everybody, Ryan here. So today I want to talk about the beginning of learning the guitar, the very basics. So usually when I get a beginner student, I often get the question as to what should I start to learn when I start to play the guitar? What should I be aiming towards? What can I expect? What can I be thinking about? So today in this video, I'd like to show you the absolute basics of the guitar, as well as some tips and things to be thinking about as you start to learn the guitar. So now the important question is, what do you want to play? Is there a song or artist that you heard that made you decide to pick it up? Or maybe you just have a guitar lying around and you decided to give it a shot. But it's important to have a bit of an image in your head as to what you're hoping to play one day. Do you want to strum along to some of your favorite songs, or are you hoping to play some cool guitar solos? It's important to have that image. So in my case, I started because, well, I had one lying around under my bed, and I decided to give it a shot after hearing some of the big songs at the time from Oasis, Green Day, and the Foo Fighters. And I thought it would be pretty cool to be playing along to those CDs. But the important thing was that even though my fingers were killing me after a day of practice, I was still looking forward to the day that I can play When I Come Around at a smooth pace. So here's a small piece of advice and a warning for you. There's going to be a bit of a learning curve in the beginning. So you'll be getting used to some hand coordination issues, and your fingertips are going to be aching in the first week or two. So some beginner students start to worry, are my fingers okay? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm using my fingers in a strange way. Let me reassure you, it's 99.9% normal. So the truth is your hand is going to be using some joints and muscles in ways it's not quite used to yet. And it's going to take some time to get everything aligned and strengthened. However, if there's a day that the aching is too much on a given day, stop and come back the next day. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's jump into the guitar here. So the first thing to look at is the strings. So on the guitar, we have 6 strings. The strings are counted in a specific order. So the thinnest string is your first string, and the thickest string is your 6th string. So it's counted like first string, second string, third string, 4th string, 5th string, and 6th string. So your second string is going to be here, and your 5th string is going to be here, like that. Next are the frets. The frets on the guitar are the metal bars on the guitar, but we actually count the spaces because that's where you're going to be putting your fingers. So that's counted with numbers as well. So for example, first fret, second fret, third fret, and so on. So of course, as you get higher up the neck, it's a little bit difficult to keep track of what fret you're on. That's why we have these fret markers here, these little dots that help you keep track of where you are on the guitar neck. So on a typical guitar, you have fret markers on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 12th fret. And maybe, depending on the guitar, you have some extra frets here as well. But that helps a lot, especially if you're moving up the neck. Now, some guitars don't have any frets at all. So for example, like classical guitars, there's no frets at the front, but I do believe there are fret markers at the side on the 5th fret and 7th fret. So yeah, it's one thing to keep in mind. If you do look at your guitar and you don't have any fret markers, that usually means you have a classical guitar. And lastly, your guitar pick. Picks come in different shapes and sizes, but your most typical guitar pick looks like this. The way you hold your pick is you want the top part of the pick to be parallel to the top part of your thumb, like this, and then your index finger, or your first finger, comes down and clamps down like that. And that is the most typical way to hold a guitar pick. All right, let's make some sound. So first, let's get a nice strum with our right hand. Let's play all 6 strings in one smooth motion. I'll count to 3 so you can play along. So 1, 2, 3. just like that. So working on that nice smooth one motion, getting all 6 strings. That's what we want with our right hand for strumming. Next, let's just look at one string playing. Let's play the 5th fret here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to press on the 5th fret of the 1st string. So this is our 1st string here. So we'll press right here, and we'll take our pick, and we'll play that 1 string by itself. So I'll count to 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now, one thing is you might have some sound problems. You might have 2 problems. So one problem is maybe you're not pressing hard enough, so you get this kind of almost like this kind of dead sound. So with that issue, you just want to work on pressing harder. Get a nice hard press there. And there you go. The other problem that might happen if you're not getting a good sound is maybe you're fretting or you're pressing too far to the left. So in that case, if I'm pressing here and even if I press as hard as I can, I'm still not getting a good sound. So that means maybe you're pressing too far to the left. So in that case, you just want to come a little more to the right, just even a little bit more, and you get a nice sound like that. So it's either A, you're not pressing hard enough, or B, you're pressing too far to the left, and that will help out with your issue there. And there you have it. That's the absolute basics of getting started with the guitar. The next thing we'll move on to is learning some simple melodies and a chord or two, but we'll cover that in the next couple of videos. So smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. I'm also going to be doing some more videos targeting specific songs and things like that. So I'm looking for requests. Is there anything you want to learn? Leave a comment and let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow.